If they don't understand what you're doing, they will fight you.
What is the quality you're giving at home?
You want to balance family and ministry, right?
I think we need to slow down. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Amaka.
My name is Kachi.
Sorry, I had to laugh. I laugh because it feels like we didn't say that in the first video we just shot to tell you are back. Guys, we just get straight into it. Nobody is ready for I guys. Now it's like, oh, I just remembered. My name is Amaka.
My name is Kachi.
And together we are the
Perfect Man.
Let's take it again. My name is Amaka.
What's that?
I was waiting for your reaction.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
guys. Well, like we said, we're back again, and it's so good to be back. Thank you guys for watching the last one. And today, of course, like you can tell from the title of this video, we want to share how to balance ministry and family.
Yeah, in the very last video, we had mentioned that we had to focus a whole lot on the teens ministry, you know, try to pastor the teenagers. And if it could stop us from going about our regular YouTube videos, then you can imagine what it would have done to our family time.
Yeah.
And so, but then I would say we've actually been able to create a balance.
Okay, no, I think we should put a perspective to this. Ministry is not just a team ministry, right?
Yeah.
It's basically church activities, right? That's what we're looking at, church activities and family. And we want this video to help maybe a pastor, a minister in church, and then you're, trying to struggle that with your family time or something.
Or you're even a committed worker in church.
Yeah.
And probably you have your spouse always complaining.
Every
you
time
don't give us time, church, every time church, whether you're the side of the wife or you're the side of the husband. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why we thought doing this video will be necessary. We don't have it all together. Of course, we are all learning to work towards perfection, but we thought to share the little that we have discovered in our little time. We were like, when it got to a point, we were like, babe, I think we need to slow down,
Absolutely.
And so we thought some couples might not be able to recover or be able to, find that sweet spot again.
Yeah, it's a problem in a lot of marriages. One spouse is very committed in church and says, it's God's work. We have to, but then the other person says, no, it shouldn't be.
The one is too much now.
So how do we create a balance?
Yeah. Okay,
who goes first?
You are the pastor, right?
Okay, so let me start by saying, for every child of God or for every person listening, you must understand the priority.
Okay.
You must understand the priority. God's work is there. Your family is there. Between the two of them, which of them is the priority? I know this could be a controversial topic, but in my own opinion, your family is priority.
I like that.
In my own opinion, your family is priority. So while we are having to pay a lot of attention and commitment to doing God's work, the family is priority. If you understand the priority, that's the first step to creating a balance.
I like that, babe. I think I want to say that balance is a myth. It's like an illusion. When you say, let's balance family and ministry, or you want to balance life and work, I feel like it's a myth, because when we talk about balance, we are trying to put it on a scale.
Yeah.
But what you've said now, it's priority. Your family comes first. Of course, family comes first. Every other thing, because even the Bible says that how you lead your family is how you lead
your family
church.
is your first ministry.
Yes. So I think we should not talk about balance, talk about quality. What is the quality you're giving at home and the quality you're giving in church, right? That's where it should be. So you're not saying, I want to make sure that I have more time at home, but when you have the time at home, what is the quality of the time that you have at home? When you're at home, be at home. I think what I would say is be present wherever you are. When you're at home, be at home. You're not at home and your mind is in church. I need to do this. Be at home. And you're in church, make sure your mind is at church as well. That's the way to put it. Quality over quantity. Yeah.
Another thing I would want to say is for you to actually be sure that at every point in time, there is a parameter with which you're measuring how much you are balancing this thing. If the word balancing will still be used.
I don't like balance.
You should actually create some routines.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Create some routines. Like, for instance, for us, we have a specific day where we observe some specific activities, right? one of the ways we used to know whether we are actually still having a
Yeah.
good balance is these routines we have created. Maybe routines could be around prayer, it could be around
I think what you mean by routine
hangouts,
would be systems,
well,
structure.
routine systems, whatever name
Yes.
you feel
You know, right now
like calling it.
there's lingua franca in these things. Where you're talking to your coach or your mentor, they tell you these things. Create systems, create systems.
Okay,
So
oh, systems. Okay, so create systems. So you can say, okay, oh, every day by so time we're going to do this. Every day by so time we're
yeah,
going to
yeah, we do
call.
have
I'm
that.
going to call you every day by so time.
Mm-hmm.
Every Monday by this so time we're going to be
Just an
doing this.
example of what we're
Things like
talking
that.
about.
So when you create those systems,
Yes,
right, and irrespective of what your activities in the
the
office,
variables,
your activities in the church, or whatever it is, when you realize that those systems are actually maintained, those routines are, followed through, it gives you that sense of balance that, okay, yeah, irrespective of how busy I am out there,
right.
as far as I can keep these, these activities ongoing,
True.
definitely there is a balance.
True.
So once you realize that those routines are no longer being observed over time, again and again and again, then it's a red flag for you
I
to know
like
that your
that.
balance is
And this is not just about
scattered.
couples as well. It also helps you as an individual. You know, when you already have a routine for your personal life, your development, you say every Wednesday I'm going to fast and pray, and then week after week you're missing your prayer time, you know that something is wrong. I would like to also say that prayer would help. Prayer. You know, sometimes we get so busy, you forget to pray. People think that when you do ministry, you do it with your flesh, you do it with the spirit. It's a warfare. You're not doing ministry because you want to please yourself. It's a warfare. And sometimes people look successful in ministry, they tend to suffer
In their
in their
family.
family.
Absolutely.
Because it's a warfare. The devil would not just put his hands and watch you and say, I'm leaving you. No, he would fight, look for an area in your life to fight. And that's why you need to pray. Prayer would help you out to also balance, like I don't like.
Prayerful. Very, very germane.
Yeah.
I would also want to add that one of the ways you can help put that balance is to involve your family.
Beautiful.
So don't run ministry. Maybe you're a pastor and then you're just running the thing alone. You are just running the thing, the ideas are in your head, the manifestation of the ideas are in your head. Your spouse is not really, really carried along. Your children are not carried along. So they don't even know what you're doing. So if they don't understand what you're doing, they will fight you.
True.
If they don't have a good knowledge and understanding of your processes, not just the outcomes, the processes, they will attack you and you will have conflict. You will have conflict. So carry them along, involve them, share responsibilities to them, let them be a part of the ministry.
Sure.
If you're the leader, the man. If it's the woman, same way. Let the other person know what you're doing. Involve them as much as you can. You realize that while involving them, you're actually balancing, work, ministry, and the family.
Just feel a part of. They feel a part of the whole.
Yeah,
the whole.
they get into the picture. They feel like, okay, even in this ministry, we are still doing the family work.
Yeah. And that's where I will talk about communication, right? Being in ministry can be a toll, can take your time. Sometimes spontaneously, you just have an activity, a meeting that comes up, or communicate with your partner. Tell them, on this day, this is what's going to happen. This, can we reschedule? This meeting we've already planned. I'm going to travel, that. This is happening. So communicate and see how they feel. Not just tell them, I'm going for this meeting, but try to see, how do they feel about this? Hear them out. Communication is a two-way thing. You're not just telling her or informing him or her. You also want to know how she feels about it, if she's okay with it, because it's not just you that is in this life. So communicate. It helps a lot.
Talking about communication, beyond just balancing family and ministry, it's actually a very, very important key to have sustained good relationship.
True.
So we can't overemphasize the importance of communication. The last thing I would want to say is, you want to balance family and ministry, right? Right?
Right.
As you continue to communicate, once in a while, momentarily. It could be scheduled,
Okay.
it could be spontaneous. Come together and do some reviews.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Review,
yeah,
do family
yeah. Yeah,
reviews.
we do
So
that.
after like 2 months, 1 month, two
Can be
weeks, you
quarterly.
could just come together and say, let's talk about this in how have we fared?
Mm-hmm.
How have we fared? And then you
Yeah.
talk to one another. This is in the last 3 months, you've not done this. In the last 3 months, I noticed you are doing this a lot. In the
Mm.
next, so do that review from time to time.
What you
Don't just
like.
run the whole year,
Yeah,
run the
what you like
whole half
about that.
year without just do some reviews from time to time. It's very, very
Very,
important.
very, very important.
If you have kids that are, grown enough, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years, we don't have yet, but I'm just saying, get them involved also. Get them involved. Let it not just be for you and your spouse, but for
Yeah.
us, it's just the two of us.
Yeah. But sometimes I ask the children, "Are you happy?" They say, "Oh yes." "Are you
Oh,
sad?"
really?
"Oh no."
Yeah, yeah,
Clap
yeah.
for
I see that.
Jesus.
I see
I make
that.
sure that they are in that happy, a happy mother is a happy
Yeah,
home. I
yeah,
get so.
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I'm always very
yeah.
intentional about maintaining the joy in my home. The last thing I want to say is understand that in ministry, okay, we're talking about church as well. For every church I have, been in, I've been in like three churches from childhood, of course. Three churches where I have worked, I have served. I realized that people are replaceable. They can replace a pastor, they can replace a teacher,
Hmm.
they can replace anybody. Nobody's irreplaceable in any ministry. But you see, in the family, you're not replaceable. You would always be
Absolutely,
the father, you will always be the
absolutely,
mother.
absolutely.
So it boils down to what we said first, that family is priority. If you're going to do ministry with a heart of service for God, knowing that you have to be prim and proper at home. Because the Bible, I always say, the Bible says, what you do at home reflects what you do outside.
Outside.
So if you don't get it at home, don't come outside and come and give us a facade of the true thing. Okay, that's what I will
Absolutely. And
say.
so it's a wrap here. We've heard
Yeah,
it
it's a wrap
all.
here. Oh.
Very, very, very important point. Family is priority. Make sure at every point in time your family is intact. If
Yes,
you're not
so.
getting it right at home, whatever you are doing
Yeah.
outside, I don't think even God in heaven will appreciate it
Yes,
that
nah.
much. Very important.
Very, very important. So that's what
Okay?
we thought to share with you. We are also working on getting better
We're
and
getting better.
better,
We're
learning
not there yet,
each
though.
other. Yeah, so
Hope
that's
you enjoyed the
it.
video, by
Let
the
us know
way.
what you think. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and share the video as well. We love you. Thank you so much.
See you in our next video. Bye.
Bye. All right,
Yeah,
we
it
did
was
it.
apt.
We did it.